to episode 3 of my Feed the Beast Unleashed series. As you can see, things look a little different because I am using a different texture pack. This is the Soartex Fanveer texture pack, and in the last version I was using the Svax texture pack. As you can also tell, things do look a little different because I'm not playing in my solo world. I've been having some issues in my solo world with some crashing, so I thought I would try something different. I am also playing in another multiplayer server which is hosted by my friend. However, that server crashed a couple days ago and he's out of town and won't be able to get it back up till Sunday. So in the meantime, I decided to try out a 48-hour trial and set up my own multiplayer server hosted by a server company. So right now I'm actually playing on a server with a friend of mine, Brent. And we'll see if he says hi. There he is. He's my mining bitch. At the end of last episode, I had said that I was going to show you some of the darker arts, but instead what I thought I would do is show you a different mod which I think is pretty cool. It's a mod called Tinker's Construct. And with Tinker's Construct, you can actually make tools and upgrade them. It's kind of a neat little mod. And to get started with Tinker's Construct, when you join a world with the mod in place, basically you start with this book that I'm holding in my hand here, and you can basically read the book and it will actually tell you what to do. As it says, getting started and recipes. And as you click through the book, you can read and it will tell you how you can basically use Tinker's Construct to make tools. It tells you about oreberry bushes, and it tells you how to make a blank pattern, the stencil table, the part crafter, and the pattern chest, as well as the tool station. And I won't go into the tool forge at the moment. But as you can see, I've already made a stencil table, a part builder, a tool station, and a tool chest. And this is where a pattern chest, where you can hold all your patterns. To get started making tools with Tinker's Construct, what you first need to do is go over to the tool station and pick the tool that you want to make. So if you want to make a pickaxe, a shovel, or an axe, you pick the tool that you want to make. So in our case, let's make a chisel. To make a chisel, we're going to need a pattern for the chisel head as well as the handle. And if we go over to my pattern chest, well, I have a handle, so we'll grab that, but I don't have the chisel head. So I have to go over to my stencil table. And what I need to do is scroll through all of the patterns until I find the chisel head, which is this one here. And as you can see, it's going to take a piece of the blank pattern. To make a blank pattern is just made from sticks and wood. And then once I have the pattern, I go over to the part builder, I plop in the pattern, and then I plop in the material. However, you can't use any metallic materials on the wooden bench. For that, we're going to have to build a smeltery. So I'm also going to plop the tool handle down here, and then I'm just going to make this out of cobblestone. And so as you can see, I can take my chisel head and my stone rod, and I can plop out the cobblestone that I didn't use, and it gives me stone shards because it only used a certain amount of material based on the pattern. As you can see, the material cost is only half. So what you could actually do is once you have these stone shards, is I could technically make another chisel using these because they count as 0.5 of an item. So now I can make two chisels, I guess. So I'll take my patterns out of the builder, and I'll go back and I'll plop them back into my pattern chest. And then to make the tool, you go over to the tool station and you click on the chisel, and then you just put the items where they need to go. And now I have a chisel. Let's make a second one. Oh, what I forgot is when you make the item, I can't do it now, but when you actually make the item, you could actually name it. So I could have called it like Scratchy Thing or something such as that. But it won't actually do it. It'll only do it when you're actually making the item. And so now I have a chisel. I don't even know what a chisel does. Let's find out. So I can chisel and turn stone into stone bricks. As you can see, every time I'm doing this, it's actually taking some durability damage. Interesting. I wonder what it does to cobblestone. Nothing. I'm gonna go bug Brent over here. I'm gonna chisel some stone bricks in front of him. Oh! I can turn it into stone road, stone bricks. Ooh, fancy! I'll toss him the chisel and he can play with that. Alright, I'm just gonna throw the chisel in here. And oh, one other thing that I wanted to show you, which is not related to Tinker's Construct, is this item case over here. It's a jungle tool rack because it's made out of jungle wood, and what you can see is it actually holds items. And you can go up and you can right click and pop off the item, and now I have Delgar's slimy pick. And so I actually made this out of blue slime balls, and it's basically the equivalent of a stone pick, so it's pretty crappy, but you know, it was kind of cool to make. So anyway, I'm gonna pop that back up there, and oops, too many clicks. Anyway, I thought the item rack was pretty cool. That's actually from a mod called Bibliocraft, which adds a lot of very cool furniture that you can add to make your place more posh. As you can see, Brent had some fun playing with the chisel. Okay, but now we want to get into something even cooler. So let's check out the next book, Materials in You. And this shows you all the different materials that you can make, or all the different tools you can make, as well as the materials that they can be made out of. As you can see, this lists all the different materials you can make items out of: cactus, obsidian, lumite, blue slime, which I made my pickaxe out of. And as you can see, it shows the mining level as iron, so it's basically like a stone pickaxe. However, if you made a green slime pickaxe, you would be able to mine obsidian, which would make it like a diamond pickaxe. And as you can see, the durability of it is quite high. And it shows you there how to make it. Alright, so this basically just shows me all the materials that I can make stuff out of. But what I really need to do is I need to make a smeltery. And I'm going into the third book here, which tells me what I need to build a smeltery. I need a smeltery controller, a seared tank, 9 seared bricks, and then any combination of 10 seared bricks, tanks, drains, or faucet. Oh, I need 1 faucet and 1 casting table. And so let's do that. And here's a picture of what it should look like when you're done. Alright, so let's make a smelter. As you can see, I've already laid out the base of where I'm going to put the smelter as well as the back. Alright, let's see if we can build this smeltery. So I'm going to put the seared tank down. Let's put it down there. I'm going to put the controller down here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put down some bricks here. Let's do that. I wonder if I can... Seared glass. I have a seared window. I wonder if you can do this. I don't know. I guess I'll find out. And let's put down some seared bricks there. Oh, looks like it's working. Alright, but what I want to do is I want to put down the smeltery drain there. Put the table there. That's the casting table. And put a faucet there. I think I can put a window there. Just build it up. I guess it's hot in there. Let's see, can I make some more seared bricks? Let's go over here and make some more make some more of the seared bricks. Oh wait, I gotta put the casting basin there. I think you can basically drain stuff out into that. I'll have to get another drain if I want to do that. Let's do that. And let's make another drain. But I'll do that later. Anyway, so now I have a smeltery. To power my smeltery, I'm going to need a power source, and usually it uses lava. And I have 1 bucket of lava right now. I wonder if that's going to be good enough. Okay, now that I've got the smeltery set up here, and I've put lava in the seared tank, it is ready to accept metals, or ores. And so what you do is you go over to the smeltery tab here, and I'm going to place some aluminum in there, and I'm going to make some aluminum brass. And to make aluminum brass, I need 3 aluminum per copper. So I'm going to actually make, I don't know, I'm going to put, that should be there. And so as you can see in the smeltery, we have the metals going in. And it looks like a block. I wonder if it'll actually melt down into like a nice molten metal. And let's see what we got here. Yeah, as you can see, once they're all done, you can see the aluminum is actually melting faster than the copper. And once they're all done, I'm going to show you how you make a cast of something, and then finally I'll be able to actually make a metal weapon from these. And as you can see, I've got these stone pieces, and I'm going to use these to actually make the metal casts. So I'll be back in a minute once all the metal is totally melted. Okay, as you can see, the metals have completely melted now, and now what I have in there is molten aluminum brass. And I can use this to now make casts of the different pieces, and then once I have the casts, I can then put other metals in here, melt them down, and pour it over the cast and make the other metal pieces. So let's see if this works. Now what I do is I put the item piece down onto the casting table, and then I turn on that and I let it go, and there, oh, there we go. And so now I've made a tool binding cast, and I'll do the same for the rod, and the pick head. And so there you go. I have a cat. Where did the pick head cast go? Let's try that again. There it is. I don't know where it went the first time. And so there you go. Now I have metal casts of them. And I'm completely out of the aluminum brass ore. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make an iron version of this. And I'm going to take my iron. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to melt some iron. I don't know how much I need, but I'll melt 6, and I'll come back when it's all done. As you can see from the control panel, we have 6 ingots of molten iron now in the smeltery. And it looks pretty cool. It's a nice red color. And I've got the pick head here, so I can turn on the spigot, and I can fill up the cast, and then once it cools, I can take it away, and I can take the mold away. And now what I'll do is I will put the tool binding one down, and then just repeat the process. And once it cools, I can pop out tool binding and put down the tool rod, and now I can make a fully iron pick. Now what you can do with this is you can mix and match the different metals pieces to, make the optimal sort of tool for the job. But since I have some iron, I figured I would just do that now. So now that I have the 3 iron pieces, I go back over to my tool station. I pick the pick, and I put the iron pick head, the iron binding, and the iron rod in place, and now I have a reinforced iron pickaxe. And we'll call this, for some reason I can't name it. Here we go. I'm very creative with my names, as you can see. And so now we have Delgar's iron pick. Here, you want to see it? I'm going to toss it over to Brent, and you can take a look at it. And there you go. That's how you can use Tinker's Construct to make tools. And once you get into some of the more advanced materials, such as manilium, which is one of the best, which involves a trip to the nether, you can make some pretty strong tools and make them very durable, very quick, and even self-repairing. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this look at Tinker's Construct. And now, Tinker's Construct does add more than just making of tools, and I didn't get to that part, and hopefully I'll get to that at some point in the future. So I hope you enjoyed this brief look at Tinker's Construct, and I hope you're enjoying my Feed the Beast Unleashed series. Stay tuned for next time when I will definitely look at the dark arts that is known as Thaumcraft. Delgar out!